If we want to add a new section inside our events page, we simply have to go between the two sections. We want to add a new section and click on this plus. Then we have the option to add a new section with AI, to add one from media library, or to create one from scratch. Let's add one with AI. We have received 3 options. We can simply click on them in order to preview them. We can also move this one in order to preview them a bit better. I really like this one, so let's click Use Layout. Then let's see what this section contains. We can see the section in the structure over here. We can click on this arrow in order to see how it is composed. We have a container that has 2 heading widgets and a text editor, a divider, another container that has multiple containers and dividers. For this container, it has one container with the image, another container that has 2 headings and a text editor, and another container that has a button. So let's go back over here to the divider. So we are in the divider widget. We have the style of the divider over here. We can play with those settings from over here. We have the width, the alignment, like so. We can add a text if we want to, or an icon. By staying to the text, let's go to style. For the divider, we have the color over here, like so, the size, like so, the gap. For the text, the color from over here. We can also use global colors from over here, typography, global typography from over here, or custom typography from over here, family font from over here, size, weight, if we want to transform it, if we want to add a style, a decoration, the line height, the letter spacing, and the word spacing. Let's click over here to go back to default. And we also have the spacing over here. Let's go back to content, to icon. Over here we can click to choose a different icon. By going back to style, now we have settings for the icon. Let's change the color first. Let's actually use one from our global colors. We have the view, like so, the size, the position, the spacing, and rotate. So, then for this container, the one that has those 3, let's click on it. Let's see what we have. We have only a direction set, we have the gap set, and that's basically it. So we have an image, they are the same settings as I've shown you over here. For the heading and the text widget, they are the same settings as I've shown you over here. And then we have this container that has a button on this side. That's because for the justify content, we have end. And then for the alignment, we have center. For the button, they are the same settings as I've shown you over here. So this is basically it. Those are dividers, just like this one. Okay, let's delete this section. Then by going back to plus, to open the media library, we can add a section from over here. We have categories over here. Let's say that we like this one. Let's click on insert. And we can see the section over here. As you've seen, those elements had a motion effect. So let's click on them. Those are icon box widgets. By going to advanced, to motion effects, we can see that they have an entrance animation, fade in, up. For the layout, we can also see that they have margin set to pixel 35 to top over here and 72 to bottom over here. So let's take a look at what this section has. So it has 3 main containers, this one, and this one. For the main container, we have a heading widget, same as those two, a bottom widget, same as this one. Over here, we have a divider. I have just shown you how to customize that, an icon box, and then divider and icon box, and same over here. The main section that has those 3 containers, let's see. It has over here space between, and it has stretch and some gap. And that's basically it. Okay, so for the icon box, we can add an icon over here by clicking on it, like so. The view, like so. The title over here, we can also edit it with AI. The description over here, we can edit it with AI. We can add an URL over here. We can click on this wheel in order to open the link in a new window. And we can also use dynamic tags. And the title HTML tag, it's over here. If we don't want the icon, we can simply click over here on this trash bin. By going to style, we have the alignment, the content spacing, and for the content, we have the color for the title, global colors or custom colors, global typography for the title or custom typography from over here, text stroke, text shadow for the description, the color, and the typography and the text shadow as well. And for the advanced, as I just mentioned, we do have a motion effect, an entrance animation. Okay, now let's click on this X. And by going back to plus and to this plus again, let's choose this one. Let's choose like so. Let's add some padding. From over here, I'm going to choose percentage and I'm going to choose 10. By going back to plus, I'm going to drag some elements over here. And basically, this is how you can create your section. By going back to the main section, to layout, to gap, I'm going to change the gap. From over here, I'm going to change the settings like so. I'm going to change the image over here to something else, like so, this one, like so. Because I do want this image to occupy the entirety of the container, I'm going to delete this image like so, like right click and delete. And then by clicking over here to the container, style, over here to background type, and from over here I'm going to choose my image. And I'm going to choose over here to display size to cover. And from the position I'm going to put center left. Yeah, center left. There we go. And now those containers are already the same size because I've chosen that over here to the container to stretch. And then the image now occupies the entirety of this container. So this is how you can create a section. You basically add elements from over here from the plus, you drag them wherever you want and customize them however you may want them. If you want to check the tablet and the mobile view, you can simply click over here to tablet and mobile. And by staying on a particular element, whenever you see this icon, you can also click on it and see the devices like so. It means that you're making the changes for that particular device.